Now, where's it going out there, everybody? This is Jordan Jones on the new Super Mario Bros. U tutorial for the Wii U. Let's learn how you beat Frosty Glacier Castle, Windy Shifting Castle. So this castle has lots of important strategies we need to learn. So, see, you have these platforms. They can go up like this, and then they'll go back down. And then you have the other one that goes up like. That's what you have in this level that keeps you... That's what you have in this level they need to watch out for. But it's a pretty simple level. It's a pretty simple level playthrough. So let's talk about how you beat the level. So here's what you have to do. Okay, here's what you have to do. It's very simple. I'll show you what you have to do. So, if you don't have a power-up, go ahead and grab a power-up from somewhere. Watch these platforms. When they're going up, you want to use them as platforms. You want to stand here and wait until these go up. That's all you have to do. And then you'll have much more. Then it'll be much easier to do whenever you memorize the pattern. It'll be much. Then you'll have much more skill into the level when you practice it. So let's talk about our first arc one. So let's just go over this first arc one again, because it's very important to understand how you get this first arc one. This first arc one. Okay, so here's what you have to do. Once again. Here's what we're doing this level, so here's what you have to do. This was just more for kind of speedrunning level. We don't have to do what I was doing, like these frame perfect triple jumps, but that's just if you want a faster strategy, but you don't have to do it like that. Okay, so you have these Thwomp enemies right there. They bounce like these little Thwomps that bounce from one side to the other. So be aware of those. So here's what you have to do. Okay, so several Thwomps are gonna fall down. So the easiest way I can show you how to do this is just go really fast, like that. Simple, right? But here's how you get your first start one. So you want to wait for this Thwomp to come down, and you just want to jump and wall jump. Very, very simple. That's all you have to do. Okay, you have to be fast right there for that Thwomp to come down like that, and use those platforms. Keep in mind, Ice Flower is going to be useful for some enemies. So here's what you have to do right here. So here's what you have to do. So you want to do this, and then here's how you get Stark one number 2. It's very simple. I'll show you what you do. The first couple times playing it, you probably will mess up. You probably will, and that's okay. So when you jump on this block right here, hit a hidden block, and then use the hidden block to go inside this pipe right here. That's all you have to do. It's a pretty hidden Stark one, but it's actually pretty simple to find when you know how to do it. So these Thwomps have a pattern. They're going to bounce to the right, and then they're going to bounce to the left. After you hear three bumps, that's your cue to move. Let's say if you get hit, and you're doing okay. Okay, so if you get hit, okay, so your first couple times doing that part, you probably will get hit by those. You probably will, and that's okay. If you do, you'll just have other power-ups, and that's not a big deal if you do, but so here's what you have to do. So when you get to this part, here's what you have to do. Okay, here's what you have to do right here. So when you get here, here's what you have to do. You have to be fast to avoid this. Wait for this mini Thwomp to go by. Now you want to run fast until you get past this big Thwomp. You want to let this little one go, and you want to wall jump up. We messed up. That's okay. You have to jump pretty high for that, because so you want to grab any kind of power-up that you can get right there. So make sure you have a power-up just in case you do get hit. Because the first couple times doing it, you probably will get hit. You probably will, and that's okay. So here's what you have to do. These mini Thwomps are going to be bouncing everywhere. They're the main enemy you have to avoid and react to. Whenever these jump over here, jump. You can duck underneath it easily, and then you can do that. That's all you have to do. So once you get up here, here's what you have to do. They have a pattern. They go boom, 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 boom. There's 3 landings you hear for when they go right and for when they go left. So they always alternate left sides. It's always you hear those 3 booms right there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that. That's all I do, get Stark one number 2. I mean, Okay. That probably was star coin number 2, but that's how you do get your second star coin. And now let's talk about how you get the third star coin. Then we'll talk about how you beat the boss. Because there's a couple ways you can do that. And the boss is actually a really fun boss too. Here's what you have to do. So wait till the right side comes down. Once it comes down, you want to drop. And you want to go inside this green pipe right here. When you go inside this green pipe, here's what you have to do. You want to jump on this platform right here. Wait till the thwomp goes down. Jump right here. Get your last star coin. Pretty simple. That's all you have to do. And now I'm going to show you how you do the boss. Because there's a couple ways you can do it. Okay, so this boss, here's what you have to do. So with this part, the most important thing to you is that you're running fast and you want to jump over this. Just time those jumps right, and then here's what you have to do for the boss. Okay, so it's Wendy Koopa. She is very different from the rest of the Koopalings in this game. Here's how she's very different, because first of all, the ice is slippery, and then, okay, here's what you have to do. Here's what you have to do against her. She's gonna jump, and she's gonna have these rings go up, and then look what happens. You have these icicles falling down. So what you want to do is you want to hit her like this, and then the strategy we use with every Koopaling, follow her shell back and forth until she comes back out. It is a little bit easy to get hit by her. Then once you hit her 3 times, just like all the other Koopalings, she's done for. And you just use the strategy where you're doing this, and that's all you have to do. However, let's go over the whole level again. No pausing this time so you can see what it's like when you get all the star coins and when you beat it in full. It's very important to know. If you're having too much trouble with this boss, because this timing is difficult to learn, because ice is slippery, so it can be kind of difficult to learn about how to beat this boss. After we go over the star coins, I will show a much easier strategy you can use against this boss. So once again, we're going to go over the whole level. No pausing this time. Here's what you have to do. So go ahead. If you don't have a power up, grab one. But if you do, great. You can also get a power up here. Some people don't know that, but you can also get one there. But here's what you have to do. When you get to this part, you want to jump and then do your spin jump. That's all you have to do right there. Very, very simple. So what you have to do right here is go fast until you go underneath this. Wait a little bit for this mini thwomp to go by. Go fast and keep going fast until you can get past that big thwomp. And then you can jump and use your spin jump and get that star coin easily. It's very simple to do. You can easily do that. Okay, here's what you can do right here. You can run across these easily. Like that. You can do that. Here's what you have to do. So here's what you have to do. Wait for these to go by. If it's about to go by, duck down to avoid it. I messed up. That's okay. You want to jump up here. You want to go inside this pipe right here. That's all you have to do to get star coin number 2. They have a pattern. They're going to go to the right first. You're going to hear 3 bumps. After you hear those 3 bumps, you go 3 bumps to the left. Now to the right. That's the pattern you have to memorize when you're doing this part. And that's star coin number 3. That's all you have to do. For this part, I recommend just go slowly and casually. That's all I recommend you do for that part. Just memorize the pattern, and once you memorize the pattern, it's so easy. That's all you have to do. So here's what you have to do right here. If you're having too much trouble with Wendy Koopa, because she can be a difficult boss if you don't know what you're doing, but because this is timing is difficult to learn for beating Wendy Koopa. She has a timing that's difficult to learn, but we got hit. That's okay. If you're having too much trouble beating her, let's just go over third star coin first. So if you're having too much trouble with Wendy Koopa, because this is a timing, I promise, this is a timing that's difficult to learn when you're fighting her. I will show a much easier strategy you can use if you're having too much trouble. Because she has the timing that's difficult to learn to avoid. So right here, just go fast, jump up here, go fast, and then you want to jump right here. Go fast, jump right here, and that's all you have to do. And you want to get your Firefly right here if you're having too much trouble. If you're having too much trouble beating Wendy Koopa, because she can have timings that's difficult to learn. If you're having a difficult time learning, here's a much easier strategy you can use. And I'm going to show you the much easier strategy you can use. Because it's very important to know the easier strategy. Guys, the purpose of this tutorial is to get you to the easiest strategies possible in order to beat this game, easiest and most efficient in order to 100% this game. That's the purpose of this tutorial, is the easiest strategies possible in order to beat this game, easiest and most efficient strategies possible. So if you're having too much trouble with her, here's a much easier strategy you can use. Just keep hitting the X button over and over again. Just throw fireballs at her over and over again like this. Until you hit her. And that's all you have to do. Then just jump over her, and now it's much less reaction time and much more anticipation using this strategy right here. You have much less reaction time and much more, and then you'll be able to anticipate her every time. So just keep throwing fireballs at her again, and then she does this. You have much less reaction time and much less frustration when you use this strategy right here, and much more anticipation with this strategy right here. If you want to be an easier strategy, you can do it like that. And that's all I have to do for the Castle World 4. If you have any questions about the Castle World 4, please feel free to leave your questions down in the comment section, and I'll be glad to answer it for you anytime. And that's all I have to do. We just beat World 4. Next up, we'll move on to World 5. I'm very excited about that world. If you have any questions about the World 4-Castle, please feel free to leave your questions down in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer it for you anytime. Okay, everybody, that was it. Hope it was helpful and have a good one.